Oh, you made a custom ring?
I made a ring. You can take this lightly because I don't think I did a good job, but maybe you'll see it looks good. I did the best I could with the materials that were provided to me, which I had to get myself because no one gave me any pictures or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I made a custom ring, and that's how it's gonna happen. Also, would you mind talking again? Because I think I just want to make sure that you're
Yeet.
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 Okay, so what I think I need to do is I need to actually turn down the actual.
Oh, neat. It's very cute.
Okay, so I need to turn the actual audio down of the game itself. I need to turn you up, I think, on TeamSpeak. If I can do that.
I've got to be out of here by 7 o'clock because I've got a fucking Arma thing.
Arma thing? Okay, there you go. I think I gotcha.
My Arma unit is promoting me and I need to go through courses. They're putting me through a training course.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we'll be done by 7. This usually goes for like, what, 90 minutes?
Yeah.
That's usually what it goes down to. Hey, okay, so I told you I signed up for the MLP con, right?
Oh, God. See, it's not that I'm not willing to participate in that.
We're gonna do it.
It's just I'm expecting it to be a shit show.
I mean, all of our shows are a shit show, first off.
Yeah, that's fair.
We'll be fine.
Also,
it'll be fine.
Jesus Christ, this match is a shit show. There goes Sonata with the DDT.
Yeah.
And then Aria goes for the choke.
Yep. No, I mean, we'll be fine. I mean, I signed us up for probably a 3-hour span of, because I'm thinking a 16 waifu tournament. You know,
fuck's sake.
It's gonna be Friday or Saturday. I think it's June 12th to 13th, maybe.
Well, so long as I don't have a job by then, I'll be available.
Even if not, I'll do the whole thing solo. I'm gonna take the Saturday off, I think, because that's best bet. Just take Saturday off.
I mean, so long as it doesn't run into my Arma op, then fuck
on
it.
Saturday? Or what time do you actually...
Yeah, my Arma op is like 7 o'clock.
Oh, shoot, yeah. I put us down from any time from 2 to 6 for that 3-hour show. So if we do it like from 2 to 3, I guess you'll be fine.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I don't think...
I can do that.
So, but I don't know like when we're going to do it exactly. We have to... There's a whole bunch of planning that has to go around because they're doing like one straight... you know, not doing alternate stages or whatever. You know what I mean? The whole thing's gonna run one straight. There's not gonna be like an alternate path or anything like that. Like how online BavsCon had like 6 stages. At least we're doing something for Barry too. Flash pin by Lyra on Aria gets 1. Of course it does.
Yeah.
So we do have run-ins. We do have run-ins on, by the way. So you could see run-ins.
Yeah, let me throw the link up in regular BarryTube chat.
I think I did when I went with pre-show. If you want to do it again, it's your call. Or if you mean in the, or if you mean in the main chat, like the actual website chat. I mean, I did it on the original Discord chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me throw that up in
the regular chat, the actual site chat. Go ahead. Double suplex on Sonata because everyone hates tacos. Fuck you, Taco Tuesday. It's not a Tuesday. The eternal clusterfuck is I have no idea who's going to face Trixie for her title next. I heard you squee me.
Yes, I pinged you. Squee.
Squee. Okay. So, hey, James, how you doing? You ready for this chaos to happen? Because I certainly am not.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see... Why do I not have the thing?
Not have the thing? What do you mean?
I don't have the Twitch channel. I should do that.
Oh, you should get a Twitch channel?
Also, I'm currently... I now have 2 monitors. Because I stole one of my parents' TVs.
Cool, I still only have 1 laptop that I just got. It's a nice laptop, though. It's nice in the fact that my old one blows my old one out of the water. And I loved my old one, but it just wasn't good at anything, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this... So far, I haven't had much issue with the dual screening. Usually, I have a little bit of problems because... Hey!
Oh, Trouble in Paradise Adagio. Oh, never mind. Bonbon ruined it and picked her up. And is now going to pay for it. Is that really? No. By the way, special guest referee Anon. Well, actually, referee Anon, counting pinfalls everywhere.
Also, to everyone out there, it is Mother's Day. Say hello to your mom.
I got mine a gift.
I told my mom I would do dishes before she got home. Probably not going to get that done because of this.
Oh, shit. Well, you had the time. You decided to watch Redline. That's a 2-hour show.
Look, Redline is a fucking commitment.
Redline is on all the time, though. They show it, seems like every, couple months.
Yeah, they put it every anniversary and every MBT con because fuck you, Redline, it's a tradition. Also, Lyra and Bonbon getting their ass kicked by Aria.
They try to go for double teams, they keep failing. The pin by Lyra... No. No. Not even close.
I think this is actually the first time we've seen the Dazzlings as a trio fighting together in the league.
Yeah, because it's usually been a tag team match or something involving Aria and Sonata.
Yeah.
And Adagio's off doing her own thing, but right now there's the major threat. You have to fight 3 background ponies. What do you think is better, being a background pony for the entire series, or being a one-off villain?
God. I don't like Flim and Flam at all. I think they're boring as fuck.
Hard to decide.
Here's the thing. I like the Dazzlings. The Sirens are an interesting concept. It's just, as characters, I think the Dazzlings are one note.
Well, they only can sing one note.
Wow. But I always say that the Dazzlings, in concept, are interesting. In character, are kinda boring.
Is that
because I love open-ended lore, and the Sirens are just, hey, here's a concept, have fun playing with that.
Is that because they're a one-off villain, though?
No, because they aren't one-off villains. They show up later.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'd call that, they're not the focus, I would say.
I wouldn't call Sombra a one-off villain. He comes back. But his lore is some of the most interesting parts of MLP for me, because Like, why were...
Wow! Lyra got rolled up by Aria. What the fuck?
Rip.
Keep going.
Why were Celestia and Luna, the monarchs of a different country, allowed to just banish a king from a separate country?
I mean, it's not like there's actually some kind
of... Isn't that technically invasion?
There's no world government in MLP, and you know this. You've seen the movie. You know there's like a slave trading ring in the...
I'm aware, but it's really fascinating to, from a lore perspective, to think, oh yeah, technically Equestrian invaded the Crystal Empire.
I can't believe Aria won't have a fucking roll-up. Are we gonna be... Is it gonna be the roll-up a Destiny show again? My god.
Yeah, probably. But I built a whole AU out of the idea that Sombra was technically the good guy in this case.
I mean, define good.
Like, okay, in this AU, Sombra...
Are you saying Sombra is comic Sombra and he's actually the good guy? Because that's not what he was. You know that's not what he was.
No, see,
we have canon footage of this not being the case. As he's a slave monger. Is what he is.
The lore in this AU is that Sombra was friends with Clover the Clever. Clover was messing with some magic that she understood. She understood, but Sombra's like, I can mess with this magic too. I'm a royal. It'll bend to my whim.
Oh god. It sounds like a Blue Blood story.
It kind of was, in that Sombra was a king that he was messing with forces he didn't understand, and he was arrogant enough to think that he could. And it corrupted him. It turned him into what the canon in Sombra was. Minus the whole Nazi regime, whatever you want to call that. But it got bad enough to where Celestia and Luna had to intervene. And rather than it being an invasion, it was a friendly nation intervening in their leader falling to madness. And I've switched around whether or not Celestia and Luna were assholes in that AU. I've kind of gone back on that because I originally wrote that because I really didn't like Celestia at the time. You're aware of that.
God, I am so aware. It's hilarious.
But I've gone.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Because... Don't get me wrong. I think she's a troll sometimes. I don't think she's an asshole.
Yeah. She was a bit more of just an asshole in this AU. I went whole hog of her being evil, but then I got bored of that, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Let's go back to her just kind of being a jerk at times.
I do like the fact that she's a troll just to get people to advance. Like, I'm gonna pretend to die so Twilight can do her thing.
That's the thing I kind of played with in this AU, is that Celestia...
I know you're capable of so much more, so I'm just gonna die now and leave everything up to you. I'm taking a bet on it.
The thing is, Celestia kind of... Yeah, she makes bets that she has no proof that it'll work, and that came to bite her in the ass when it came to Sunset, because she wanted Sunset to replace her. She was in a 1,000-year ruler, and she was tired. She wanted to retire and disappear. But Sunset didn't want to do that. So Sunset kind of bit back at her, got really pissed because Celestia slotted her into this destiny that she didn't want, and then Sunset went through the portal because she said, fuck this. I'm done. And
Cloverleaf.
There was a bunch of other lore that I could get into this AU, but that would take...
Yeah, I don't think we have the time to go into detail of all that stuff, do we?
No, I've told my friends, we, for the fanfic reading things that we're doing for Dumpster Fire...
You're gonna read a fanfic that you wrote?
Well, I'm gonna end up breaking this into, like, 3 or 4 parts, because there's that much lore.
Great. So, basically, you have a lore bigger than Beyblade.
Kinda, yeah. I have...
As much as I like Beyblade, there's, like, a lot of stuff going on the background, just in general. That I thought at least I catched.
I have 3 big eras of this AU. There is the era of setting up Celestia and the 3 original leaders and Clover's whole thing, and all the extended lore of, like, the sirens are based on Polynesian culture because I wanted to do something different. The Crystal Empire is based on Old English kingdoms.
Cadence might have the victory already. Oh god.
Jesus. Yes.
Spitfire shitting.
Spitfire, you need to get your shit together.
Badly.
But yeah, there's that whole section of the AU that's just like 1,000 years ago. All this shit happened that set up for why things are the way they are in the current day. And then there's the story of Sunset Shimmer and her becoming a superhero.
Cadence, what are you doing? Cadence?
What are you doing,
Oh
Cadence?
god, crossbody!
Jesus. And then there's the, like, future stuff with all my OCs and next-gen stuff.
I don't know how I feel about next gen.
Next gen is one of those things where it depends on the ships that you work with.
I told you how much I hate time skips and finales.
I mean, I grew to loathe them as well, but the thing is, within AUs, I don't mind them because
it's an AU. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
but it's like, oh look, hey, canon show. Let's just time skip the finale and go like, hey, look, these are all the characters that we wanted to get together because fuck you guys.
I mean, I had to live with it with Digimon. Fucking 02 just slapped that on at the end. Said, lol, fucking Matt and Sora get together for no reason.
Yeah, I call that shit too. Everyone knows it was going to be Tai and Sora.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, TK and Kari never got together.
Yeah,
for no reason.
Yeah, I thought it'd be Tai and Sora and TK and Kairi.
Yes, TK and Kari.
I thought at some point like Davis and Kairi would be a small thing, and she'd be like, nope, fuck you, Davis, you're too much of an asshole. I'm going to.
The only ships that I don't mind in that finale are Ken and Yoli. That was set up and
yeah, that was gonna happen. That was gonna happen regardless.
And like, we never got resolution on who Mimi hooked up with, and I'm always like, did she hook up with Izzy? Because those two always.
I want it to be easy. I wanted it to be easy so bad. Powerbomb pin! Batista bomb! Is that gonna be...
Jesus!
Spitfire, I don't know.
Spitfire came back!
Batista bomb! Spitfire does it, holy shit.
So I'm already 2 up.
Aw, jeez. You don't, like I told you at the convention, you don't deserve this, like, Sunset winning the entire bracket.
let's see here. Who do I have? I need Coco to win for no damn reason, but yeah, Digimon O2's finale pissed me off. MLP's finale didn't piss me off as much because I was just numb to it at that point.
It was still super dumb. The time skip was super dumb.
Oh no, it was. Like, I'm like, okay, Cheese Sandwich and Pinkie Pie got together. That makes sense. They left it completely open and ended. Did Applejack and Rainbow Dash get together? Probably, but probably not. Fucking Starlight's running the school now. Okay.
I mean,
the CMs.
I thought that was gonna happen eventually. I did not know they were gonna. You know what I mean? Because like,
yeah.
Because as a princess, what is she actually gonna do? Be a princess of everything and also run the school?
I like the idea that Celestia and Luna just died off screen.
Coco and Dash. I should give Sweetie Belle this match.
Yeah. Fucking.
Celestia and Luna died. Bye.
Fucking. We have no resolution on the EQG side of things, which it just pisses me off.
Man, we weren't gonna have no, don't do that. We weren't gonna have a resolution on that side of things, period, for this canon show. Cause
I mean, the very least they could do is show them graduate.
No, it wasn't gonna happen. It wasn't. I hate to tell you this, it wasn't. If that was gonna happen, be some kind of stupid special, and you know this.
I would love for that to be a special.
I know, but it's not. Great. I mean, I wish they would, but it's not. But you know, they weren't gonna do it in the actual show. Because as far as they're considered, the actual show is apparently a split, and it's not exactly EQG MLP is an AU to the actual canon MLP now. It's ridiculous.
I fucking hate that. EQG has been canon for a long time.
EQG can have MLP in it, but MLP cannot have EQG in it.
Yeah, that pisses me off.
That's where we're at right now. And I hate it too, but like I'm not gonna ignore it.
See, it pisses me off because the writers of EQG and some of the writers of MLP are like, yeah, it's canon. We're not gonna argue that. And then anytime Big Jim gets on a panel with Lauren Faust, he's like, no, it's not canon because Lauren hates it.
Hey, you know what? Lauren can hate everything she wants. She's wrong.
She hasn't been part of the show since season 2. And as much as I respect her for setting up what she did,
I ain't.
I respect her for...
I'm not, because it's a concept that's been done before.
I respect Lauren for going to bat for MLP.
Okay, that much I can give it, but the concept is it's a retread.
I mean, everything's a retread nowadays.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like we didn't do like something like this in like, you know, the back in the day for the same exact series, except it wasn't exactly as, you know what I mean, centered around 6 characters.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you, but I have always respected Lauren for going to bat for MLP and setting up what she did. But beyond that, the moment Cadence came into the story, she wanted her to be a regular Pegasi. Hasbro's like, no, make her an alicorn. We need to sell toys. And Lauren's just like, fucking whatever, bye. And I'm like, okay. I can respect that, her putting her foot down and leaving when she did. But anything after that, the next 8 seasons of the show...
Yeah, I agree with you. When she leaves the show, I don't think they should tie anything to her at all. She should have nothing to do with anything. You know what I mean?
I mean,
you can respect what she did, but you don't have to, like, use her as an excuse.
Yeah, that I can agree with.
It's using her as a... It's basically like, oh, that's not what she would have wanted, so it's not going to be canon. She had nothing to do with the thing. She had nothing to do with the show. And was she actually around for the first? Was she actually around for the first movie? Like in the...
She was not.
Then why does she have any input? She does not exist.
She was credited as the founder of the generation.
But that's it. That's all she gets, because she doesn't have any input. She doesn't have a say in what's canon and what's not.
As far as I'm aware,
this is Big Jim just making his.
No. Big Jim was season 5 onward.
No, yeah, but I'm just saying
that was Megan McCarthy and Larson.
I'm saying Big Jim at conventions.
Yeah, Jim.
This is all Big Jim at conventions, picking her word as law when it's something that she has not been involved in forever. Her opinion does not matter in this case. If everyone else says it's canon, Big Jim, besides her, guess what? I'm taking their opinion because they worked on the show currently and back then than hers, because she has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, again, as far as I'm aware, EQG has been canon for a while. People are just butthurt because humans.
I know. I mean, we do human approximations of ponies too.
Going back to what I was saying earlier, when it comes to next gens, it's a case of this is an AU. If I don't like it, I don't have to read it. Well,
yeah, you can say that on a lot of things too, like just in general.
Yeah, it's the thing of, if you don't like EQG, just don't watch it. You don't have to say it's not canon.
I like to just set foot and say, you know what? Canon is based on Observer. I bet you there's some episodes that people want to erase from existence. Cough, what about Discord? Cough.
I mean, no. The one episode I know everyone of my friends wants to erase from canon is 28 Pranks Later.
So basically at this point we're just going to call everything an AU and there is no actual canon.
I mean, I'm fine with that. It lets me mix and match whatever the fuck I want.
Look, the only thing that's canon is that there's 6 ponies. They go off and have adventures and, like, save the day. That's it. You know?
I mean...
Sometimes the princesses go out and do things, too, or sometimes they end up, you know, getting wrecked.
See, that's the one thing that always bothered me about Celestia.
Yeah, she gets defeated.
Well, it's not that it's defeated, it's anytime she shows up, she talks big shit, she talks like, oh, you need to listen to me, but why? I get you're the princess, but...
See, the problem with this is basically, is that all her big feats happen before the actual series.
Yeah.
And we've seen some of them in flashbacks. But we haven't seen them, like, in an actual current sense.
And the other thing is, most of them have to be attributed to the elements of harmony. So we never get a full scope.
Technically, you could say that about Twilight for the longest time.
Yeah, but the thing is, okay, most of Twilight's big feats are attributed to the elements of harmony, but we still have a scope of how far she can teleport, how powerful her magic is in general.
Yeah, but she's the main character. This is an issue when you have a side character like a princess that only comes in like a fucking, 2 episodes a season?
Yeah, and I had this big argument with one of my friends. He made the argument that Star Swirl was just some obscure, random historical figure that Twilight obsessed over, and not actually an important wizard in equestrian lore. And I'm just like, you do remember he has a whole wing that is locked away in the Canterlot Library.
He has a whole wing, he's a pillar, he's apparently... a mentor of sorts.
This was talking about stuff before the Pillars came in, because the Pillars completely rewrote Star Swirl.
Yeah. Dash wins! Haha, he took the first loss. Coco just got tired, it looked like.
I think so, yeah. Fucking... But yeah, I'm just like... Yeah, you could probably rewrite the lore to say that Star Swirl was some random figure, but also... That doesn't match up with canon. He's shown not only to be someone that Celestia and that Luna recognizes off the bat, so obviously he had some sort of significance to her, but also he has a wing in the Canterlot Library. He has a journal that the Celestia and Luna just keep around.
Man, they're like stalkers, you know that?
They are stalkers.
Because they're just like holding all those like belongings and probably like just... they have his belongings and they're just like, you know, just raiding them casually.
That's the thing, like...
I wonder if they were all... I wonder if Celestia had a thing for him. That's where...
No, I mean, think... I've always gone under the assumption that he trained them.
I mean, they could still have a thing for him. One of them...
I mean...
One of them could.
Don't make me ship that. That's gonna actively piss off my friends.
I mean, if you want to pair Luna with Star Swirl, I'm not gonna stop you.
I mean, I might do that just to piss off my friends, just to get a reaction out of them.
I mean, we already pair Celestia and Luna together a whole bunch. I mean, who's to say Star Swirl isn't part of some kind of triangle?
I always pushed Clover the Clever, because I like Clover the Clever.
And why can't we just, you know, because if we push, like, Sunburst into a, like, six-way...
Oh god, don't make me...
I mean, Sunburst, Trixie, Starlight, Mod Pie, pretty sure there's some other character, Spike's in that mess, Thorax is there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's a tangled web of shipping that we weave, and it's going to somehow bite us in the ass when we realize, oh my god, everybody's fucking everyone.
I mean, isn't that just a game of Twilight Secret Shipfic folder?
I mean, yeah, but the Twilight Secret Shipfic folder doesn't have everybody.
Fair. No, if I could, if they would let me, I need to show you one of my friend's OC, or AU, family trees, because it's basically just every character.
I'd like to put up that, James is right, Coco's tired because she's an essential employee.
God damn it.
Also, Derpy gonna fight Gilda, maybe roll Gilda up. Actually, we had Dash win the first time in a while, I think. I think it's been a while since Dash's last win, I think. Let's see, where is Dash?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Dash and Gilda.
Because, like...
Dash,
Then again, there's a whole section of my AU that I'm not talking about because it's a crossover thing.
Because they go and fight, Twilight decides to go talk to Ty, and Ty says, Twilight, you need to go to the digital world and train this, Wormmon. What?
No, it's a Marvel crossover.
Okay, the Captain America goes and talks to Twilight and goes like, hey, you need to go find Bucky. I don't know where Bucky is. I think he's lost in the Everfree.
No, see, the thing is, this whole AU started as me and my buddy Storm Raider's little side RP that formed out of the fact that we were bored sitting in a Cards Against Humanity server waiting for people to log on so we could play Cards Against Humanity. And we started RPing us in chat as the usernames that we were using. I was using Deadpool, he was using King Sombra, and this whole weird side AU formed out of it.
I have a side comment. Cyclops was wrong.
What now?
Cyclops was wrong.
Why?
Because Wolverine was right all along.
About what?
Sometimes you gotta be violent to get a solution.
I mean, that's just the nature of superhero comics.
Yeah, but Cyclops wants to be a goody guy who doesn't, like, kill people.
I mean, I...
Also, Cyclops is a jerk and he sleeps with multiple women. Disrespecting everyone. And then Wolverine, so, okay. Jean's alive. Cyclops and Jean is a thing. Jean dies. Cyclops and Emma Frost are a thing. Jean comes back.
I mean, that's just the nature of comics because you need melodrama.
And then
Superhero.
And then Wolverine's banging Jean, too.
Yeah, again, there's that whole love triangle aspect of those three, and I don't really pick sides because realistically, I don't read X-Men comics. I've never really been interested in the X-Men outside of Wolverine and Deadpool.
I have my personal favorites.
I advocate Deadpool because he gets a bad rep online.
I mean, why? Because he's a massive troll?
No, because the internet has misinterpreted his character into being this completely non-moral. People online have turned him into this lol, fuck morals, I'm just gonna kill people. Lol jokes.
I mean, it's not all of his character. He does have morals, but there are times where he's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna do what I want.
Yeah, but it completely strips away any sort of complexities.
That's why we had the second movie, because he had actual morals in that movie.
And here's the thing, I don't really like the second movie. I like the first movie because it tells a much better story.
Well, I mean, yeah, but the second movie was something that I felt was like a natural advancement in terms of. I mean,
James, I need to double check. What is my favorite Deadpool run? Let me see. Deadpool. It was Deadpool.
My favorite part is when Deadpool puts Weasel in the box. No. Now, Weasel's probably my favorite, like, side character in a comic book.
Let me see here. Who wrote that?
You know, Gilda's gonna break Derpy in like 6 pieces at this point.
That was... Yeah, that was the Dugan run. Gary Dugan. That's my favorite version of Deadpool.
Roll up by Derpy. No, is this gonna happen? Nope, 1. Wow, it was only a 1 count. Gilda's dominating this matchup.
Yeah, the thing about Wade is he has morals. He deep down wants to be like Captain America and the Avengers and the X-Men.
He just can't.
He's just really bad at it.
He just can't.
Yeah.
For one, his style won't allow it. Because his style is more like the Punisher than anything else. I mean, and then the fact that his superpowers, you know, his regenerative ability just basically is like, well, shit. So it's fun to just, you know, go on, you know, full force and just, he can't go in half-ass.
Yeah. And the thing is, again, he wants to be a hero. It's just his style, his way of doing things, nothing about him
screams hero.
Flows well with the idea of being a hero. He is much better versed in being an anti-hero, and that's fine.
Because he's got guns and swords and all these other lethal ammunition.
But
that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. Yep.
Yeah, I think that is.
Broked.
Hey, I'm 3-1.
I thought you... Well, you picked Gilda, that's right.
Yeah. But yeah, Deadpool gets misinterpreted into this meme. And it frustrates me because Wade Wilson, the person, is an incredibly interesting character. He runs around trying to be a hero. Like he has this whole thing where he loves kids. He adores children. And anytime a child is put in danger, he goes full superhero, and I find that awesome.
Vinyl versus Chrysalis, this screams like in a non-match.
And that's how I wrote him into my AU is he got betrayed by Cable, said, you know what, fuck this, I'm out, bye, I'm going to Equestria, because fuck everyone else.
It surprises me that he even got to Equestria.
Well, what ended up happening is he stole a dimensional teleporter from the Baxter building.
That sounds like Deadpool. And I bet you it does something like, well, I'm gonna teleport to this dimension, but I'm gonna teleport in like the worst place imaginable.
Yeah, he teleported into the middle of Twilight's bedroom.
This thing was supposed to drop me off at in like your main street. It drops me off in your bedroom instead. It's like, oh, yeah. Hey, I'm gonna go to Camelot. It uses it, and he's like in Princess Luna's sheets. He's like, oh fuck.
Well, the funniest part is the joke that set up this whole AU was, I thought it'd be really funny is he got bored one day, saw the mirror portal, was like, I have no idea what this is. Let me go through it and find out. He runs into Sunset Shimmer, who he instantly thinks, okay, this is a redhead. I'm going to be attracted to this because of comic book rules. Also, he's turned into a teenager because logic.
Great.
But he eventually finds out that in EQG land, because of how the portal works, he no longer has cancer. So he decides, you know what? I'm gonna stay here because this is nice. I can be normal here. Well,
you can't really be normal there, and he has to go back.
Well, he ends up because again he left without any notice from the Marvel world. He ends up like actually bonding with Sunset, and they actually have a fun relationship because this is a Sunset in which Rainbow Rocks never happened and thus was never forgiven by the school.
And then Thor comes in and says, Deadpool.
Well, he gets contacted by S.H.I.E.L.D. after their first date, and he basically Sunset says, yeah, I'm not letting you go without me. And none of the girls are. So he drags them along to the Marvel Universe. S.H.I.E.L.D. chews him out for it, and he gets dragged into Nick Fury's office. Nick Fury is in the middle of chewing him out for it, and Sunset walks in and says, "Yeah, don't bully my boyfriend. I'm only allowed to do that now." And Nick Fury is just like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Sunset just walking into people's offices.
And then Captain America walks by and says, "Yeah, I'll train him."
Freaking Captain America, he's such a good guy. Even in like canon, he's like such a good guy.
He is, and he's just walking by, hearing Nick Fury yell at Sunset because, like, you're not trained. You're not. Because we find out later on that because of how equestrian magic interacts with the magic of the Marvel universe, all the girls get superpowers.
Wow, it's gonna be like Power Ponies, except with.
Well, we find out Sunset already had superpowers, but
well,
that's a whole story
yeah,
in of itself.
She-Demon, yeah, kind of. Fire, yeah.
Well,
you gave her fire, didn't you? Because that was pretty much gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because obviously you would give the She-Demon, at one point She-Demon, fire powers. She looks like she's gonna light everything on fire anyway.
I have her power set being, she has advanced pyromancy as per usual, but she also has the ability where she can. Well, her ability is that any damage she does to herself literally burns undone. So she can, like, cast a strength enhancement spell, punch you with the force of a jackhammer, break her hand in doing so, and then her hand will auto-heal.
Dang. I want to take a guess at these powers, because you're really getting me interested. So, I'm going to guess Fluttershy is something to do with animals. Is she a druid of the group or something, or no?
She is the druid, but it's not animals. I basically came up with the idea.
Is it poison ivy?
Okay, kinda. The idea is that she doesn't have any superpowers. Mother Nature just generally wants to protect her and listen to her.
Okay. So she's just like, not just having conversation with nature. Okay.
Yeah.
Rainbow Dash, obviously, I'm gonna go. I would probably guess for a speedster.
Yeah, she's a speedster.
She's probably, I don't know, Quicksilver tier, I guess.
Well, what I have set up is when the girls were, again, Captain America agreed to train them all. So basically, he set up that each of them was hooked up with an Avenger, to train.
Well, it wouldn't be Quicksilver then, because Quicksilver is a bad guy forever.
Well, he's an X-Men at this point.
Oh yeah.
So she was basically hooked up with Cap. Said, "All right, yeah, you can move fast, but you don't know how to fight at all." But she has the ability of she can move at lightning speed, and also she can grab lightning.
Lightning, okay. That was gonna be my second guess if it wasn't light speed. Shoot.
She can't summon it, but she can literally grab it out of the air.
2.9, final almost winning. So, okay, at least Applejack. Applejack, I'm gonna guess, was with the Hulk, so physical strength.
No. Yes, she has physical strength. She was trained by Thor.
Thor.
She has basic super strength, but also she was given a warhammer by Odin because he recognized her as basically a manifestation of honesty. And he's like, yeah, here's this warhammer that will let you earthbend.
Earthbender, okay. I was thinking she'd be Hulk tier or close to Hulk in super strength, but earthbending is good. Twilight is obviously.
Twilight wasn't part of the group.
Okay, yeah, that's right. If Twilight was, she'd probably be like magic based, like telepathy or something.
I have it set up that Sunset got hooked up with Doctor Strange. Because he's like, yeah, you're a magic user. I'm going to pull you in.
So that leaves Rarity and Pinkie Pie.
Well, Rarity, Pinkie Pie, and I also added 3 others. Vinyl, Octavia, and Derpy, just because I wanted to mess with them.
Okay, Derpy's gotta be extreme luck.
See, Derpy, I have it where... So, in essence, her powers are twofold.
She's lucky.
In her regular form, she has cartoon invincibility. But when she gets really pissed, all that defense becomes offense.
Okay. I can't remember. So, Octavian Vinyl. Vinyl's gotta be music. Something musical related. Sonic Booms, maybe?
You're thinking... Let me put it this way. Vinyl's... or Octavia's the one I had the most fun with. Think of what goes into writing music.
Obviously, you gotta have the knowledge of the musical system, and you gotta know like what you want to do.
So time signatures.
Oh no, timer?
Well, what she has is she can literally conduct time.
I have to make sure it's right. So, okay. So yeah, Sweetie Belle, Marble, and Taker in the main event. Shimmer and Applejack.
I'm gonna give you a hint for Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie was the only character that didn't get assigned a Avenger to train with. She went out and found one.
She went out and found one. Are you gonna tell me she's a teleporter?
No.
Okay. Reality manipulation?
Kinda, sorta. So, what ended up happening is she got bored while Captain America was, like, giving them the whole speech. So, she just randomly went around New York, found Spider-Man, and started copying his powers.
Oh, god dang it. Okay, so she copied...
Like, she starts using silly string as webbing.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so she's Spider-Man. But she's also pretty much got the ability to do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
As she always does. So that leaves who? I got Rarity, who I believe would be like, Emma Frost?
Put it this way.
Would be Emma Frost Diamond cover?
Let me describe it like this. I built her superpower around the idea of attention to detail.
Heightened senses?
Kinda. So, you played Fallout, right?
Yes.
She has her eyes can use VATS.
Okay, so basically, detail to everything. Like, I know the weakness of every person that So she's like analyzing everything.
Yes.
Okay. So that leaves...
She has detective vision.
So that leaves Octavia. You said Vinyl was time signatures.
Well, no. Octavia was time signatures.
Octavia's time signatures?
Vinyl's the last one you have.
Okay.
And let me put it this way. I can base her powers completely on that once. The final scene from Rainbow Rocks of her car.
So she drives up with a car blasting Eurobeat at the top of the thing.
Well, what I came up with is...
So is it just the Sonic Booms? Are you telling me it's just like...
She
can play music to Sonic Booms or whatever?
Well, what I had is I gave her heightened intelligence. And I wrote a scene where she was introduced to Tony Stark. Tony, of course, went to flex on her. Showed her the room full of Iron Man suits. Went to go take a phone call. Comes back to her building a dubstep-based Iron Man suit.
Huh.
Which I have dubbed the Troublemaker, because I'm unoriginal.
God, it sounds like she dedicated that to frickin' Octavia.
Well, now that you put that in my head, goddammit. But yeah, she has sonic repulsors.
Okay, yeah.
And she has a thing where instead of punching you, she never actually makes contact. Instead, she sends out a sonic pulse that hits you in the face.
Of course. I was trying to go no costumes or anything. That's what I was going with. So that's all of them.
Yeah.
That's all of them.
Rarity's thing is she got trained by Hawkeye. So, she is, of course, the group archer.
If she wants to be. She could probably do the same thing with, like, a rock.
That's fair.
In fact, she probably
she
could probably just, like, throw any ranged weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Funny idea. Instead of being an archer without a bow, just like throwing arrows.
Oh no, I was watching. So you know the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon that they did? There was a side cartoon that they did called Avengers Assemble, and there was an episode where basically Cap and Tony made a bet where Cap's like, you couldn't go a day without your tech, and they ended up dragging both Hawkeye and Falcon into this.
Hawkeye's the best one suited for without his bow.
Well, yeah, Tony dropped them off in the Savage Land with none of their tech, and Hawkeye immediately pulls out a sling.
Hawkeye's got it. He's got a sling. He's fine.
Yeah.
Falcon's probably the worst off in that situation.
There was a joke, because in that cartoon, they have it set up that Falcon is the newbie, and he still gets, like, cookies from his mom. So they're like, hey, the cookies are homemade, does that count as no tech? And they're like, yeah, fuck it, sure.
He just wants to keep the cookies. Also, Applejack almost got Sunset with a double German.
Sunset got out of it. Good girl.
She needs to watch out because she might be in trouble. Oh, suplex to the outside. Applejack's going for a trip.
Rip. Sunset, get on the top rope and coup de grace her from the outside.
No! You're gonna miss.
But yeah, I have had this whole story set up where Sunset's really the only one who stays a superhero after all of this. I have career paths for all of them. Pinkie Pie becomes a therapist because she finds out Sunset has depression.
Man, Pinkie Pie probably would have a different job. Oh my god. That was a German of death. Pinkie Pie,
logic behind
Pinkie Pie would have a different job every week. Don't tell me this. You know she would.
The logic behind it was, I was like, okay, Pinkie Pie finds out Sunset has depression, and she's like, I need to get her to smile again. That's my job in life, to make my friends smile, and Sunset loses her smile. So Pinkie Pie's like, why is she not smiling? I'm making her, like, I'm doing everything I can, it's not working. So she goes into, like, researching the mind, and it kind of obsesses her. I have it where Rarity becomes a defense attorney, because after seeing the superhero universe, she's like, yeah, I'd be much better, like,
solving crimes?
Actively, yeah.
Helping the Gotham City police. Oh wait, never mind, that's not Marvel.
But I'd be much more useful in a courtroom.
Submission.
Because
she's gonna Phoenix Wright, is that what you're gonna tell me?
Yes, she is completely based off Phoenix Wright. Fluttershy has the most interesting path because she goes in as a pacifist. And through her training with Captain America, she slowly realizes, yeah, I can still be a pacifist, but also
I can stop all these bad guys.
Yeah, I can stop these bullies. And she eventually goes into the military and becomes a combat medic.
God, Applejack just going for that leg a lot. Sunset's gonna have a hard time.
Applejack eventually just goes home. She's like, yeah, I have a job. It's the farm. And then Rainbow Dash is the one that...
Athlete.
Well, yeah, she goes into college. she goes to become a soccer star, but breaks her leg in 3 places, and has to retire. And I originally had it where she became an English teacher, because that's who her hero was at CHS. I had this really nice OC English teacher or character who was kind of, everyone would bully Sunset, but in that English class, no one would.
Bingo. Bingo.
God damn it, Sunset.
Just can't stop the apple.
Is Applejack going to break the curse of having that downward spiral?
Well, she won her first match after losing the title match, so possibly. She didn't get a 65%, no. Okay, so Lightning Dust and Celestia. She's looking good. She beat Sunset, so there's that. She's definitely probably getting back into contendership. I'm sorry.
But I have this whole backstory of what Sunset did before she came to EKG. She was originally from Manhattan and best friends with Spitfire.
Best friends with Spitfire.
She was an orphan because a whole incident with her parents in which she teleported them across the planet.
You know, what'd be worse? Transporting them into space.
She transported them to the Changeling Lands and they got kidnapped. Because the whole... Do you remember in Baby Cakes where Philly unicorns don't have control of their magic yet?
Yeah, they really suck at control.
Yeah. Sunset was a prodigy, and she hit her parents with a teleport spell that she didn't mean to.
Oh, shoot. So this is Lightning Dust's opportunity to actually get up into the main event. Or close to it. She's got to beat Celestia. It's a very hard challenge, I'm pretty sure. So, obviously, I think it's Celestia as a top contender.
No.
Yeah.
Lightning Dust is gonna win this.
I'm saying as it stands. As it stands, probably your top contenders right now are Applejack again and Rarity and Celestia. At this point. You know,
Celestia's gonna get dropped down.
If Celestia loses this match, yes, she would. It would be it's Applejack and Rarity and the winner of this match. I'm sorry for Sunset, she lost to Applejack.
She'll come back.
She will, but she probably won't be the next number 1 contender.
Oh no, she's got a ladder to climb before she gets back up. But
yeah, she's got to beat so many. She is still top 5 though. I think at this point you're looking at Trixie at number 1. Obviously number 2 is probably going to be. I would say Applejack might still be number 2 right at this point. The win over Sunset.
Well, she's not getting another title shot.
She's going to be in that contendership match, I believe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope she doesn't win it, because Jesus Christ.
Losing to Trixie in 11 minutes. Hey,
yeah,
she didn't get KO'd, so that's the thing.
But my big thing with Sunset and that AU is she built her brand around the idea that instead of taking criminals to jail, she would rehabilitate them, because she lives by the idea that after seeing the Marvel Universe, you throw someone in a cage that is mentally unstable, they're going to want revenge.
So, yeah, probably. Most likely.
So instead, you send them to therapy, you give them job opportunities, and they'll be in your debt.
There's some people that won't take those, though. Are those the people that you throw in jail?
Those are the people you send to further therapy. And...
to more therapy and more therapy when it just doesn't work?
Again, Sunset's premise is built on the idea that criminals do the things they do because they're desperate. Like the whole thing with the
I know,
Sandman.
I'm just saying that worldview might be a little,
Oh, no, it's narrow-minded, but she's a very innocent character.
Yeah,
and
you know, I can't wait for her to meet Thanos and just realize... Oh,
well,
Thanos,
she's also dating...
Thanos is just an asshole who wants to erase half the universe because fuck you all.
Yeah, and that's when she brings in her boyfriend named Deadpool.
And Deadpool shoots at Thanos and realizes, oh shit, he's got the gauntlet on. This is fucked.
Then again, we have it set up that if Thor had chopped Thanos' head off at the end of Infinity War, Thanos couldn't do shit.
Yeah, well, that's because Thor is an idiot who didn't go for the kill.
And like, if Deadpool had a fucking 50 cal, shoots Thanos in the head, there's not much he can do about it.
I mean, at that point, it just depends on what stones he has.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh god, is this
fucking light?
Mod,
what are you doing?
Mod, what are you doing? You're not on this show. You're not on this show. I guess she wants to be on this show. She's going after Lightning Dust. Oh god, this is a screw job and I'm waking. Mod, wait, did you even like have it? Wait a minute. Is that because? It might just be because Lightning Dust was involved in that Proving Ground match that had Mod's sister.
God. Or it could be, Mod's other sister is the ref right now. She could have called her in.
But is it because Limestone lost that 6-way?
Who knows?
Did these two actually have anything like in against each other in this league? Let me go up and find. Well, Mod's going back. Bye, Mod. Thanks for attacking our roster. All right, so we have so Mod defeated Coco. That was no Applejack. No, I cannot find Lightning Dust and Mod in a specific scenario. Actually, Mod did run in on a Rainbow Dash match that involved Lightning Dust, but she attacked Dash, not Dust. Yeah, I don't think Mod So Mod's ran into 2 Lightning Dust matches and attacked the opponent for Lightning Dust. And now she's attacked Lightning Dust. I think that might be something went bad. Maybe Lightning Dust was hiring Mod to attack her opponents for her. And then Mod just took that, you know what I mean? Didn't get paid, so she attacked Lightning Dust. It's the I don't know game. Are you still there?
I am still here. I was replying to someone.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say Mod. So I think Mod just didn't get her money from Lightning Dust, or she would attack Celestia.
Apparently.
Because Mod attacked 2 of Lightning Dust's opponents in previous matches, and hasn't attacked Lightning Dust today. So I guess that's gonna be a matchup for a future show for sure.
Yeah. Celestia, Jesus, let her go.
It's all right. Just. Tombstone. Nope. Oh, Fisherman Brainbuster. Are you gonna cover? No, you're just gonna pick her back up. That's cool.
Kick her in the ass.
What's up?
I'm just trying to think here. So, am I the only one who thinks Lightning Dust was a wasted opportunity?
I mean, as a rival, probably. I mean, probably waste. Could have been in more episodes for sure.
Like, okay, you set up this dark alternative to Dash. A Dash that has no friends.
A Dash
only cares about herself.
A Dash that's an asshole all the time.
Yeah. And like you could have done an arc where Rainbow Dash teaches her, yeah, I have friends. I'm not just flying for myself.
No, she don't care.
Or you could have done a whole arc where you weigh the pros and cons of those two mindsets.
By the way,
nope,
Celestia did not seal the deal. Celestia did not seal the deal. You gotta seal it.
Like, you could have done a whole episode where, yeah, Lightning Dust gets a second chance, gets her wings back, and because Rainbow Dash has to miss a show to go to Pinkie Pie's birthday party, Lightning Dust gets ahead.
Bear hug. Tapped!
But then,
the bear hug does it.
Jesus, she lost to a bear hug.
Celestia's got big fucking big arms. In 1806, with a bear hug, Mod Pie ran in and attacked Lightning Dust halfway through the match. No, Lightning Dust, not Lighting Dust. That's a totally different thing. Halfway through the match. So we're actually already at our main event.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this chaotic 2-on-2 match that might be Trixie's first loss? Do we actually think it's going to be Trixie's first loss? Does anyone actually think that right now?
Maybe. Who knows?
Well, who'd you pick in this main event? I think you're actually winning. I think you're done. I think you won.
Yeah.
Because you got, Actually, no, you're 4-3, aren't you?
Maybe? I don't know.
Sirens won. Spitfire won. Dash won, that was a loss. You picked Gilda or Derpy? You picked Gilda, right? So it's Gilda, Vinyl, Applejack 1, Celestia 1. So you're 4-3 right now. So this is the final match. Right?